Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Prout Brothers channel. Today, I'm here to talk about some anime. Okay, but seriously, what's up? I hope that you are having a wonderful day, because I have a bit of a sad boys video for you today, because I'm going to talk about every single anime that has ever made me cry, which was actually a surprisingly small list. I have actually seen over 550 different anime, and only 11 have actually made me cry. And when I say cry, I mean full-on tears. Because let's be real, there are many anime that have made me emotional, but not very many have actually brought me to tears. And the reason why I was thinking about this today was because I have a sister who I always try to get to watch anime with me. Hey, you should check out this anime called Kimi ni Todoke. It's pretty good. Did it make you cry? Well, it had a lot of emotional moments in it, and I thought it was a pretty good show, and I thought that you would enjoy it. But did it make you cry? No, it didn't. I just thought that you might want to watch this thing that I enjoy, and maybe, you would enjoy it as well. And then afterwards, we could just both talk about it, but no, it didn't make me cry. But this conversation did. So basically, she only liked watching anime that had made me cry. So I decided to look back and think about every single anime that had actually brought me to tears. Now, I will warn you, there might be minor spoilers because nothing that has ever made me cry has ever been really in the first episode, but I will avoid anything that will ruin your watch experience. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the list of every anime that has ever made me cry. So first up is Clannad, and specifically Clannad After Story. Now the first season of Clannad was kind of your stereotypical run-of-the-mill high school rom-com, where the romance is built up and then at the end of the series they finally get together and that's where the anime ends. But Clannad After Story takes it a step further and tells the story of what would happen after that high school romance. And honestly, it gets pretty real. This guy starts thinking about what he needs to do to take care of his family and how he needs a job. And it shows that sometimes things don't go your way, and sometimes life is really unfair. And honestly, Clannad kind of feels like cheating because I feel like everything was scripted in a way to specifically make you cry. I honestly don't think that I've ever cried this much while watching a single piece of animation. Now next up is Toradora, and a lot of people might know that this is actually my favorite rom-com. For the most part, it's all fun and games, Taiga's adorable, Ryuji's a weirdo, but when this anime decides to get serious, it does not hold back. Especially when you start to hear this music play. When you start hearing this music, you know you're in for some heavy shit. Now there were two moments specifically that made me cry in Toradora, but one moment was when Taiga ran outside in a black dress, and the second moment was when Ryuji was going through a tough time because he felt like it was his fault that his mother collapsed from overworking herself, and Taiga comes in to bring him back down to reality and provide some stability. And the moment when he finally grasps her hand, that whole moment got to me. I just love these characters a lot, okay? What do you want me to say? Now the third anime on this list is actually probably one that will surprise a lot of people. I'm actually not sure if many people have even seen this anime, but the third anime on the list is Gungrave. Now Gungrave is a mafia action style anime, and nothing in this anime really made me cry up until the very end. Now keep in mind that there was a lot of emotional build up to this final scene. It was the moment when the main character said, and I can't exactly remember what the quote was, but I keep making the same mistake over and over again. But now I have no regrets. In the end, I still couldn't do it. I couldn't kill my best friend. And after he said that, it was a wrap. I couldn't handle it anymore. And the fourth anime on this list is an anime that I really enjoyed, but I don't think enough people have watched it. Now, everybody that has watched it holds it in very high regard, but I haven't ran into many people personally who have also seen this anime. And that anime is A Place Further Than the Universe. Now, G. Willikers Batman, I freaking loved this anime. I love the characters, the animation, the soundtrack. It was just such a great show. And the moment they start searching for something in a later episode, and they finally find that laptop, and when she finally opens it and sees what's on that screen, just like, oh my god, it was such an emotional moment. I actually rewatched this anime, and even on the second viewing, I still cried. I mean, if you don't cry during that scene, I don't know what's wrong with you. You must have like a heart of stone or something. Now, the fifth anime to make me cry was, believe it or not, Steins Gate. I know what you're thinking. Wait, only 11 anime have made you cry out of all of the anime that you watched, and one of the anime that made you cry was Steins Gate? Really? And okay, it was just one moment in particular. So there was a moment where Okabe was just at his breaking point because of everything that he had been through. And I was so heavily invested at this point of the show that I was just sitting there screaming like, somebody, please, can someone help this man out?
Help me! Help me!
And then when Kursu and Okabe share this beautiful moment together, and she kind of talks him back down, brings him back down to earth. Okay, I'm not afraid to admit it, I cried, okay? I don't think that makes me any less of a man. Why don't you tell me what you've cried to, huh? Yeah, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. What anime have made you cry? So the next anime that made me cry was actually K-On! K-On! Is an anime that is about these 5 girls' daily high school lives and the light music club that they are all a part of. And when everything starts coming to an end and they start realizing how fast your youth passes by and the people that they will have to leave behind, it starts getting kind of heavy. And when this song starts playing, when they start playing this song, yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. This song actually still makes me emotional to this day. Now the next anime on this list is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. And honestly, just pick a scene, man. Pick any scene you want. There were so many emotional moments throughout the course of this anime. I cried multiple times while watching this anime. But let me just say that It's a Terrible Day for Rain hits different. To this day, I still think that that's like top 5 saddest moments in any anime that I've ever watched. The next anime on the list is Your Lie in April, and this is an anime that doesn't really hit you until the end, and that's kind of a good thing, because that means that I can't tell you about it, and I think that this anime is best experienced blind, because that's what I did. I started watching this anime knowing absolutely nothing about it, and the ending definitely hit me like a truck. The ending hit me so hard, I almost got isekai'd into another world. I will say though that I already got my sister to watch Your Lie in April, so she has already seen this, so I count that as a win. So this next anime she has actually started, and for the life of me, I do not know why she hasn't finished it yet, but that next anime is YuYu Hakusho. Now this anime is kind of cheating because I had already seen a lot of YuYu Hakusho because I used to watch it a lot on Toonami when I was younger. But when I finally decided that I was going to sit down and watch all of YuYu Hakusho in a row, and I saw that first episode again, it made me pretty emotional. After Yusuke dies and everyone is attending his funeral, and when Kuwabara comes to Yusuke's funeral and just starts laying everything out on the table and throwing those empty punches at his casket, and he started saying, no, you weren't supposed to die. You weren't supposed to die yet. And Kuwabara, I know, is this goofy character. He's actually my favorite character in YuYu Hakusho. Just seeing all of that emotion and everything that I already known, yeah, I cried. You gotta shed a tear for that lovable goofball. And now the next anime that ever made me cry was actually the first anime to ever make me cry. And I can just straight up say exactly what the scene is because I'm pretty sure that everybody has already been spoiled because I have seen this moment posted all over the internet. And the anime that I'm talking about is Pokémon the first movie. And as soon as I say that name, you probably already know what moment I'm talking about. And that was the moment that Ash turned to stone. And Pikachu's just sitting there, tapping Ash, trying to wake him up. He even starts shocking him, and you can just see it in Pikachu's eyes that he's just kind of asking why. Like, why did this happen? And I actually watched this movie for the first time in theater. So just kid version of me was just sitting in the movie theater seats, and I just looked over to my mom, and I said, Mom, why won't Ash get back up? And the last anime that ever made me cry was actually one of my favorite anime, and that anime is Sugumomo. You know, when she's singing the pudding song.
Poor girl must really love pudding.
Where are her parents?
Oh, how I want some. Second verse.
Cut it out!
Like, first of all, that song was just an absolute banger. And she was just singing her heart out. Like, come on, can somebody just give her some pudding? All she wants is some pudding. Okay, but seriously now? The actual last anime on this list is Gurren Lagann. Man, this anime was exactly what I needed when I watched it. And at some point in the anime, there is a character that dies, and I really wasn't expecting it. This anime is so wacky and crazy and funny, and I didn't think that they would kill anyone off. And that death scene hit me really hard when I was a kid, because the anime also let that scene linger. They really let it sink in and they made it feel more real. Because in real life, you don't just move on after someone dies. That's something that sticks with you and it takes time to get over it. And I know that these are fictional characters in a fictional world, but I really liked the way that they handled it. So yeah, that was a list of every anime that has ever made me cry. So yeah, go ahead Adara, pick one. Pick from the list. I just named 10 anime that you haven't seen yet. And for you watching, I hope that you also found an anime that you haven't seen yet, and I hope that you find something that you can enjoy. So if you watched the entire video, thank you very much for watching, it really helps us out. And if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like and comment down below, possibly subscribe. And just remember, you don't have to believe in yourself. Believe in me. Believe in the me that believes in you. And I'll see you in the next video.